Hello and welcome to VGC, the video game podcast at SGF Day 2. I am joined with an illustrious couch here. I've got Jeff Gerstmann from Jeff Gerstmann.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for having me
and
back.
We've got a newcomer. You've never been on this podcast before.
I haven't, no.
First time, last time.
Yes, hopefully. I'm already
Alex
scared.
From the Respawn. We've been at the show today. We've been playing games we can't talk about. So we're going to give you more of a vibe check. Alex, this is your first SGF, your first June gaming show.
Correct.
Is it what you've kind of expected? Like the hustle and bustle of seeing games? Did you expect something different?
I think I came into this thinking I was just going to be wall to wall, absolutely crazy. Everything's going to be manic. I'm going to be running from place to place. And it was a little bit of that, but not quite as much as I thought. I think it was very much a very chill Californian vibe, which I was like, okay, I feel a bit more at peace.
It's like
now.
a unicampus.
A little bit, yeah. So I was kind of enjoying it. It's always nice seeing friends at an event. So there are people, I saw some people being like, I only ever see you in other countries, and it's really weird. We live in the same city, but I will never see you in London.
The worst thing is when you get people coming up to you and they have the, oh, how you doing face on, and you have to do the immediate, like, what compartment are you? Are you a PR? Are you a media person? Like, what's going on here? But yeah, it can sometimes be frantic, but everything's so condensed. It's not the LECC days of sprinting across the hall.
Yeah, definitely not. And I mean, I had, and also I on my part, I kind of underbook a little bit because I just know that there's going to be stuff happening between things, or I'll run into people. So I try not to book anything back to back because I just know it takes time to get places. And the end result is there are always games that I end up not seeing and feel like a dummy.
Yeah.
Like, I should have booked more stuff. But I didn't book the Stern Pinball is here, which is crazy. Like the pinball machines at a show like this are not what you would expect, but they had the Pokemon machine and they have a new Transformers machine. And so like first thing I went over there, because this is actually the first year that the show has like walk-ups.
Yep.
And normally it's like, if you don't have an appointment, what are you even doing here? But there are some people that I think just didn't get booked up, and so they built in some kind of extra schedule for that. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to go see if I can get in there. And they're like, actually, someone just canceled. Do you want to play some pinball? I said, hell yeah. So that was actually really fun.
If anyone from Stern is listening, I would like one of the Pokemon machines. I know they're like 15 grand, but if you want to send that over. There is the kind of vibe of people will play stuff on day one and go up and get an appointment. Like, you have to play this. It's like a kind of like there's something I played today that I keep telling people, like, they're hidden in the back corner in the middle of nowhere, like, just go and play that thing. So that stuff's cool. It's like the old story of like discovering Guitar Hero in like a random hall.
Yeah, definitely.
Back in the day. And what's not random is patreon.com/videogames-chronicle. Here's your corporately mandated by Andy Robinson plug. All during SGF, you can use the code SGF26 for 20% off your first month. And if you join Insider or above, you get a game courtesy of Kepler Interactive. What game? A Kepler game. Anyway, back to it. Jeff, this is your 370th June show.
Yeah. I mean, since they decided it had to be in June, that's
the amount of sweat I've sweat this day makes me wish that it was like maybe a February job. But what's the vibe for you this year?
It's nice to just kind of like you had said, like you run into people that you never see anywhere else, and like I live in the LA area, but there's a ton of people here, and I never see any of them because I just don't leave the house.
You don't give those scumbags your address. You're not going to.
Well, yeah, exactly. No, John Drake's not going to.
Come
John
on,
Drake going to come to my house?
Crash a pod racer through your front door.
Thank you. Yeah. No. So it's great on that front, and it becomes a great moment to catch up, and everyone fills you in on all the stuff that there used to be so many more events, and every publisher had everything, and so it was really just the press, just the 40 people that went to everything, just going from town to town. Drinking their way across this nation or world in some cases. We went to Las Vegas like 7 times a year. It was a nightmare. And like all of that's gone. And so, you see these people much more infrequently now. And so the gossip is way better. So it's a lot of that type of catch up, and hearing a lot of stuff that the media is never supposed to hear, and that's a lot of fun. And also just catching up and seeing games. There are games that I saw today that I did not even have an appointment to, that I ran into somebody and they're like, do you have an appointment to come see my thing? I was like, no. I was like, well, come on right now. I was like, all right, sure. Yeah. So leaving those gaps in my schedule has been nice for that, because I can kind of just like duck in and see a thing real quick. But yeah, it's a low key, laid back thing. It's not like E3 was. E3 was a meat grinder.
Yeah.
And if you were at an outlet big enough to have a booth on the show floor, it literally was like, okay, well, now we go back to the booth and write, And because we have exhibitor badges, we can stay here after hours. And so you're literally in the booth till like 1 a.m. And so the idea of going to parties and stuff became a farce. You know, you're like, okay, no, I've got to get my write-ups done. We're doing the write-ups.
Go do the write-ups.
Yeah.
You can drink, but you need to be in the booth and you've got to do the write-ups.
Pretty much.
That lifestyle of flying around the world is still your lifestyle, Alex, because you're at such random events every single week.
What are you talking? To be honest, lately it has felt like every single week. It's because I cover a lot of esports as well.
Yeah.
So I do general gaming, I do esports, and everyone's always like, "Why are you always off?" And I'm like, "Esports is."
Were you at the
event.
Rocket League thing when they unveiled Unreal Engine 6?
Oh, the Paris one?
Yeah.
No, not that one. Funnily enough, I think I was at a different esports event instead, because that's just how it is.
That week was bizarre because that week was like, I was in Paris for Ace Combat. Tom Regan was in Paris for Rocket League and for Rayman. Like they all felt, and we were in Paris like 2 weeks before that for Assassin's Creed. It's like, okay, everything we're not paying the money to go to SGF. Let's just get all our SGF previews done kind of in Europe situation. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like the events are coming thick and fast. Like I got an invite immediately following SGF for an event for an SGF game. And the crew are like here and the person I'm interviewing at that event is here. So it was kind of a weird situation. But yeah, it's you mentioned the meat grinder there. Obviously, E3 had like GameSpot managers and other members of the extended industry, whereas SGF is media, it's partners, it's devs, it's a lot. You're not struggling to get through places. The only time it gets busy is if Xbox executives show up and then there's suddenly a Royal Rumble of people around the trying to say hello to them. Yeah. So, I thought it was a pretty good show today. Exciting stuff. Alex, from the actual, you went to the Keighley show.
I did, yeah.
What was it like in the room? Because watching it here, we were all fairly positive on it. It had big games.
Yeah.
For these shows, you need big games, and it opened and closed with big fucking games. So, what was it like in the room?
Well, I had a bit of a weird experience. Again, this was like my first time doing all of this in person. So I thought the seat I had was like fairly at the back, and I was like, oh, am I even going to be able to see anything? Is it going to be good? And then I'm sat there, I'm next to a colleague of mine, and then out of nowhere comes the wonderful Nick Apostolides, and I'm a massive Resident Evil fan, and I'd interviewed him a couple of times before, and I was just like, oh, amazing, what are you doing here? What's going on? And then he's like, oh, I'm just hanging out, whatever. And then obviously the first thing that they show,
he's like, Capcom are making 90 Resident Evil games,
right?
So I'm just here in case I'm in this one.
Yeah, just in case he's like pulled in to do, I don't know, maybe they're all on like a retainer, I guess at this point. Yeah. But then they show off Code Veronica remake, and he just looks at me like, all right, my guy. But that was nice. It's like, with Resi people watching a Resi reveal, very close to my heart.
Was it whoops and cheers in the room?
Oh yeah. Oh, there was a guy behind us who, it was for like the weirdest thing. I don't know if it was just like the Sonic Gundam thing or whatever that he showed off, and he just gave out the biggest like yeah, and I was like behind us, like the almost like dead silent otherwise, but just this one guy was really, really happy about that.
Well, there's always, like they sell tickets to this thing, right? But there's also, I mean, obviously like a ton of industry in there. So you get that like this pocket of the room is cheering because that's where that dev team is sitting when their trailer plays and all that too, which is always fun.
It's an interesting situation. Like when I only ever went to one of the Jeff shows, like when they were over in Compton, we went to one just to see what it was like. And it was a weird mix because they hadn't filled the room. I don't think they were selling seats. I think it was just a case of if you were coming to SGF, you could sign up and get a ticket. Yeah. But not everyone was going. They didn't pay any money for it, so not everyone's naturally going to go. Big cheers for the big stuff, but there was just a kind of weird atmosphere in the room. But that Jeff is playing that show to the home audience rather than the people that are actually there. Whereas press conferences back in the day, you're playing to like the front 2 rows where like the tabloids are and like where all the snapping, like the flashbulbs are going off while you're doing your graphs about PS2 greatest hits and stuff like that. So it's a different experience. I thought it was pretty. You talked over it yesterday. Yep. Was the stream fucked up for you?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yes. I ended up having to jump between. So it was messed up everywhere, and then it seemed like the YouTube one stayed messed up, even though the other ones got fixed. And so at some point I had to jump and try to get it on Twitch, try to do this, and bitrate was bad. Yeah, it was a bit of a struggle. I know some of those issues had to be coming from inside the building, I'm sure, because the trailers would skip and restart, and audio would get desynced and stuff. So somewhere in the back where they were pumping that out, something must have happened. But yeah, I don't know. That I've had that happen. It sucks. There's nothing you can do in the moment except just like, okay, I'm on stage. I see people in my periphery freaking the fuck out and trying to fix something clearly, but I've just got to keep staring at this camera and do this show because it'll make it out someday.
Especially because it's hard to diagnose, because we just thought it was our shit TV, like not working with YouTube, and we're like, oh, that's fine, because we're writing the news for it anyway, so we're like, that's fine. Cut back and forth, and it would cut to like Lucy talking for 1 second, and then cut forward to trailer, and it was just kind of all over the place. But
yeah,
that's the second big show we've had. We had State of Play, which I thought was all right. We had that, which I thought was pretty good. We've got Xbox tomorrow morning. Alex, anything specific you're looking for from Xbox?
I don't know if I'm allowed. What am I allowed to say? Because they've got me under lock and key. So I will be at the showcase.
Presenting?
I wish.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I've got Ash's slipped me. So if you no, it's fine. No, I'm just there seeing what's going on, playing some stuff afterwards.
Nice.
And on pain of death, I don't know what I'm allowed to say that I'm looking at. So
that's fair. I'm not on pain of death, so I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Great.
It's pretty well known that Persona 4 remake's going to be there, which is cool. Persona 4. You familiar with Persona 4?
No, what is that?
It is a role-playing game about these wee Japanese guys.
Okay.
And a little teddy that you'd like.
There's an album on streaming services. A guy wrote a rap album about Chie Satonaka.
Yep.
And
his name? Jeff Gerstmann.
That's right. It's dope. Hit me on Bandcamp. No, and it's not good, but I admire the dedication. As something of a Chie fan myself,
yes.
I admire his dedication to this subject matter.
Theoretically, should Persona 4 be there? Do you think there will be a reaction from people if they don't also talk about 6, where they're like, okay, we're in remake jail still? Like, Persona 5 was a PlayStation 3 game. Like, we've got to start talking about 6 at this point? Or how do you see that going down, Jeff?
I think that people, like, they already... Persona 4 Golden already exists.
Yeah.
Like it's a fantastic game.
A PS Vita banger.
Yeah. I mean, of many.
Name all of them.
The one with the evil book that was like a Monster Hunter clone.
I was thinking Wonder Book, that J.K. Rowling PS3 thing, where you took the PlayStation Move and you went.
Jesus, that's a throwback.
Yeah.
Tearaway. That was good.
Tearaway, good.
Frobisher Says.
Yeah,
there you go.
Come on.
Best Vita game.
Uncharted. Golden Abyss. You touched the back of the back of the Vita, and it did shit with a map.
Nathan Drake moans.
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah.
I didn't have a Vita, so this is news to me. But that sounds
well.
horrifying.
Let's sort that out. Back half this podcast, we're going to go on the road like an IRL streamer to find a place.
Find me a Vita.
Vita.
Excellent.
Only the original Vita though, because the original Vita had an OLED screen and is still genuinely a beautiful piece of kit. But then they fucked it all up.
Yeah.
Classic.
Persona 4. I don't know what else you do to it. Other than bring it to new platforms. I'm happy for more people to get to play that game. But personally, like I thought Golden was neat and didn't really care about it. But also, I played that PS2 game probably like 3 times in a row while also watching someone play it. And so, it was a lot in a very short period of time. So maybe I'm ready to actually play a full blown remake. But so you don't think they'll have a Persona 6 here on top of that? Like as a little like, hey, we're going to show this thing, and then it fades out, and then fades back up, boom, and a logo, and there you go.
We're also working on, and it goes green because that's the color of that one. I think a lot of the time they should do these things to stop the questions being asked, just to shut people up, so they can immediately go, yes, we're working on Persona 6.
Look at Elder Scrolls, though. They did that, and it didn't work at all, Like, that was backfired, because now it's like, why aren't they working on it? Why are they're messing up? Why are they stupid Starfield? Like, it probably hurt people's opinions of Starfield.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Starfield. Starfield's a fine video game.
I'm saying other people say that.
Me and Greg Miller are the only 2 people in the world that like Starfield.
Do you actually like Starfield?
I love Starfield.
I liked Starfield for about, let's call it 11 hours or so, and then I got to a point where the story took a turn, and as you're floating around in these rooms getting the spheres and stuff, and I'm like, this is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. All the base building was a nightmare. Like, you're kidding yourself if you're sitting there and trying to tell me, like, when you get to the end of that game and the choice you have to make, it's terrible.
Then you do it all again.
It's like Fallout 3 level bad, except they accounted for everything.
Fallout 3 banger game. Also
banger game. Terrible ending.
No,
I'm replaying it now.
Nice.
Revisiting. You think I've not played Fallout 3? Who am I?
That's what I was going to say. Shout out H Bomber guy, who I was literally at dinner with last night talking about Fallout, and we were talking about the fact that Fallout 3 is a game that if you leave the memories alone and just remember the first time you played it, it's like, yeah, great, what a banger.
Well, what's going to happen when that remake finally hits?
Well,
yeah, I think that will be another case of, like with Oblivion, I played through Oblivion again on that remaster, and I was like, oh yeah, Oblivion, don't need to think about it ever again.
Yeah.
I've closed the book. I've closed the Oblivion gate, you know.
Oh, I see.
Gamer reference.
Good job.
I like
on
those.
Oblivion. But I think, so as you say, going back and back and back, Starfield banger, go back and back to a Persona 6 situation. The Elder Scrolls 6 situation is comical still. The light goes out of Todd's eyes every time you ask him about it. But I think they find themselves in a weird situation where when the Microsoft deal happened, if you're playing like armchair manager at that point, you go, okay, our biggest thing here is actually Fallout. Why isn't Fallout spinning? That's why they spun up a load of Fallout projects that are on the way. And can you please just get on with doing this Elder Scrolls thing? And obviously Starfield was basically done by the time the Microsoft thing like fully happened. Right. So they had to clear the decks. They're in a situation where they can't wait for Todd to make Fallout 5 after the Elder Scrolls. So
if only they had another studio in their portfolio that has experience at making great Fallout games. If only they allowed that studio to make.
That would be crazy.
That's crazy.
That would be crazy, in my opinion. Anyway, I think that the Persona 6, show that it's green, maybe show the main character, and then
you're done.
You go, okay, well, our remake, I don't actually know when it's coming out, but the remake's coming out in January. Until then, we're talking about this. Remake comes out February 2027, we're doing Persona 6 Direct. Like, we're doing one of these big concerts where they all have the light sticks and they go... in time, that's bad micmanship there, but I think that's probably most likely. But it seems like it's going to be a show that is very... Microsoft has games on the book. They have to get games out. They've had games on the books for so long that they need to get out.
They don't need to announce anything new, and I don't think they're going to.
Yeah, it's going to be... It will end up being a good show because the quality of stuff they have to show is high, but people, I think, will maybe be disappointed that it's not like logo 2029. Like, they are showing stuff that they need to get out at this point.
Any new thing you're going to see is probably going to be a third-party thing.
Yeah.
So it's not that there's not going to be brand new games announced here, but it's not like it's going to be...
Yeah.
You know, I don't even know what like what franchises. I mean, they already got Fable, they already got a Gears, they already got a Halo.
Yeah, they are stacked up. They just
Viva Pinata. That's
bring it back.
Come on.
If you like Viva Pinata, may I recommend a game called Pacopia, where they took the Viva Pinata franchise, the formula, and made it a real good game. They added Pokemon to it. You might have heard of them. Ditto. You like them?
Yeah.
Psyduck.
Oh, I like.
Is that your favorite?
No, I'm a basic bitch. My favorite Pokemon is Charizard.
Oh.
Before we, because I grew up with Pokemon, so my favorite was established when it was still new, and I wasn't one of these posers. Like, I don't grade cards. I think people that grade cards are turbo virgins. No offense. Well, offense. If you grade a card, you're a massive virgin. I don't care if you're a member of the Patreon. I collect them. Yeah.
It's gone. It's done.
Yeah. They don't spend money on Patreon. They spend money on cards that are mummified in plastic. Anyway, yes, they should do the Viva Pinata. I wonder. Let's speculate here. Speculation. When Sea of Thieves is eventually done, what do you think we go to next for them? Did they just make them do Sea of Thieves 2? Because that game makes money. That game is one of the only things in that stable that seems to have a solid kind of user base.
Maybe because Everwild got canceled, right? Yeah. And so I would assume that while they're still working on Sea of Thieves, they probably have other people coming up with pitches, and they're probably trying to get something new to stick.
What happened to Perfect Dark?
Oh God, rest.
Rest in.
I think I'm not suggesting that this is happening, or I've heard that this was happening. I would not be surprised one bit if there was some kind of, we're doing this hearts and minds thing now. We're doing this stupid turning Xbox into Xbox. I would not be... See if they came out and they were like, and you know what's coming back? Scalebound. Something like that. Something that's become this like millstone around their neck. It's like, yeah, we're
Milo.
Yeah, Milo is back. We've dug him out of the grave that Peter Molyneux buried him in. Like something... It is all like, we're bringing the old logo back. Like... Yeah. I've heard that they're doing some like 25th anniversary accessories that's like the Duke and like a Duke themed console and stuff like that. And it's like... Yeah, of course you do that stuff, but in the context of what Xbox is just now, it's like a very desperate is unfair, but it is a bit of a desperate look, in my opinion.
Yes.
All of this stuff. It is very.
I think when I was talking about this not that long ago, but when you see Asha Sharma on Twitter saying like, "Oh, you're right. Maybe we shouldn't have logos for other consoles in our show. That's my bad." Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
It's the exact problem that when Phil was still there and all of the same people that are still there were around him, that they took all of these, the Tim Dogs of the world, they put all those people on pedestals, they followed them, they elevated these people into positions where they thought they had some kind of voice, and then as soon as Xbox turned on them and started making PlayStations and games, it became a huge problem for Xbox. They're recreating that exact situation all over again.
To be clear, turning on them meant making money by putting their games on PlayStation where people were actually going to buy them. How dare you?
Yeah.
Terrible business idea, really. Yeah.
Forza sells 1 billion trillion copies on PlayStation. You're like, this is terrible for Xbox. This is the worst possible thing that could happen. We're not going to see hardware this weekend, Alex, but when we run into Helix, divorced from what you do as a job, does the Helix appeal to you in any way? That's kind of super expensive PC console hybrid, if you were still on the outside, or is it kind of thing where I can see the only people really getting invested in that is people who have 5,000 Xbox games and they just want to get the newest thing that plays their Xbox games well?
Yeah. And it's weird as well because I feel like I've already got a PC, I've already got a console.
Yeah.
Why do I need something that does both when I don't leave my house unless I go to esports or gaming events? That's literally the only time I see any sun. And it's I've got all that stuff here within meters of each other.
Are you the type that keeps your PC, is it your PC fairly new, fairly recent, fairly upgraded?
I built it, I think it's probably about 3 or so years ago. So it's probably, it's starting to choke a little with good titles, but there's ways around it. But
as you say, if someone is in that situation, how do they sell a Helix to someone?
Yeah.
What is the consumer that has the willingness to pay that money and has the room in their life for it?
I think and those people don't need or understand why they would need a PC.
Yeah.
The people that are invested in Xbox as a console are not going to understand why they would want to have the freedom of Windows or whatever the pitch is. They're not going to understand that, and so you're spending a lot of time building this other end of this platform out for an audience of people that I don't know that they will want to take advantage of that. For me personally, I think that's something that sounds kind of exciting, just because I want to see it, and the idea of another closed platform Xbox when they will continue to put their games out on PC. Who cares?
Yeah, it's DOA. Do you think so? If they're going to have Steam and all these other storefronts on this new Xbox, how do these cuts work? Are they getting hosed if people are buying games on Steam because they're not getting their cut?
Valve's not going to give Microsoft a cut for that.
Is it going to be the situation where, I don't know if this is still the case, but for ages you couldn't buy audiobooks on the Audible app on iPhone because of the Apple cut situation?
Right.
You could only download them on it. You had to buy it in a browser or something like that. So do they have a situation where you can buy your Steam games and then you can buy your Steam games on your laptop or your phone, then download them to Xbox, but you can't buy them on Xbox?
That doesn't work either.
Yeah.
If they're promising the freedom of Windows, if this isn't just full blown Windows, then what's the point?
If you can't put if you can't riddle that thing with emulators day
exactly.
one.
Yeah. That's the whole. If you can't, if I can't play every 8-bit Nintendo game on it, then
why would you want to?
I don't know. I have a lot of spare time on my hands. But yeah, if they go back on that promise, which they make it sound like everything's still up in the air, we don't know, which makes some sense considering how expensive everything just got. That they would have a little extra time to maybe go, oh, maybe we need to walk back from this particular ledge.
Yeah.
I think about stuff like accessories. Xbox has traditionally taken a cut of all accessory sales. They've had very locked down protocols for that stuff that doesn't let you just plug in whatever. But if they're going to sell something that's literally a PC, how do they hold on to that?
Yeah.
And if they create a situation where it's oh, well, when you're in Xbox mode, you can only use Xbox peripherals, but when you're in Windows mode, I guess you could plug in a PlayStation controller and see what happens. That's a pain in the ass.
I agree. I think it would be. We're getting to the point where these decisions have to be made from both of them. PS6 has to be locked down pretty soon. Helix has to be locked down pretty soon, and it couldn't be a worse time for them to try and lock down stuff like this. I think both of them are going to have a ridiculous sticker shock when it actually comes to selling them. But I think they're also selling to a consumer base that's expecting it in some sense. I know a lot of the people in our Discord are I just bought PS5 Pro before because they got like a week's notice on the price upgrade. Like, so I'm not getting a PS6. Like, I'll maybe get 6 Pro, but all these fucking games are gonna. You see how good that James Bond game looks on PS5 Pro? Like, what are you complaining about? So, yeah, it's an interesting couple of years to come. But I think they said no hardware at this thing, so this is going to be Xbox. Is going to be games, and as I say, I think it'll end up sounds like a really good show that just has a lot of high quality stuff. You'll get your Fable, which obviously you show Fable to keep it in the hearts and minds. Mm-hmm. You show a trailer and you go, it's coming out later than expected. But everything I've heard about that game for years sounds super promising. So I think they will get a good string of releases again. But it's just how they navigate this weird Xbox games on PlayStation sentiment from the people that are literally flown in to be in the audience and go,
right,
when they don't show logos.
I think you just have to let those people go. You know, like that's not a real sentiment. That's not a common sense. There's no logic to that reaction. Mm-hmm. And I think to get to the other side, if you're making this device that is going to be more open and everything, there's a lot of that legacy thing you just kind of need to let go of.
Yeah.
And it felt like they were on that track. And then at some point, someone pumped the brakes and said, sentiment's gone real bad. We're bringing in new leadership. We want people to like her. So what's some real easy stuff we can do to try to like win back at least some part of this base? And they're doing that. And I think at some point they'll have to just go back on it and abandon it all again because it just makes logical sense to do so.
Yeah, definitely. Switching gears slightly. Hello and welcome to the Energy Drinks Up Summer Game Fest. This is a special mid-broadcast episode. I have Ghost Energy Sour Strips Rainbow.
Wow.
Which is a recent pickup. Nice can here. Is this a delicacy that you've tried yet?
No, I haven't. I have an exclusive announcement for you.
You have an exclusive announcement?
I have not had any caffeine since May 19th.
May 19th?
May 19th.
May 19th?
May 19th.
This is like when they announced the Queen died. Why is this
by choice or?
So I went and saw my doctor.
Okay.
And this was a confluence of events that I think is not nearly as bad as it could have been or sounded. But I hadn't been to the doctor in a couple of years, so I went, and it was the week that there was a big fire a couple of miles, like not far from my house. Yeah. Very stressful time.
Yeah.
And so I get in there and they're like, let's take your blood pressure. And it comes back and it's like,
Jesus.
And they're like, hey, that's not great. And she said, well, maybe we should prescribe you something for that. And I just kind of like offhand said, what do you think about drinking like one energy drink a day? And she said, I don't like it. I said, okay, well, and she said, what's in it? I said, oh, well, I don't know. It's like 300 milligrams of caffeine. And then whatever the hell else is in there, it's like pre-workout. I don't know. It's rock cocaine. I don't know what's in these things. And she said, well, why don't you cut that out and let's see what happens. And so I am due back in a couple. I've been since taking my blood pressure and it's totally normal. So it's almost like having your area on fire leads to stress on top of stress.
Sounds like a quack doctor in my opinion.
She's really good. and she's really good. And I like everything's been in line since then in a way that makes me think like, oh, this is not a big deal. I just picked the exact wrong day to go to the doctor. Yeah. But I decided to, like I'm sticking to it. I just want to see what happens. And
do you feel better in any way?
It's so boring,
right?
That's such a junky thing to say.
It's like when you come off the gear, like you're just like it's never the same.
Just
like
sitting around. No, so
like Charlie XCX sounds shite sober.
Yeah. It was a week of occasional headaches, and then that subsided. And the thing that changed is I was getting to like 3 p.m. and literally like falling asleep in my chair at my desk, like before the kids would have to go to bed or whatever. I was just like almost dozing off. That doesn't happen anymore. It's a complete even feeling now. And there's something nice about that. It's even, but it's just a little lower.
I think you're lying.
It's just a little lower. And she said I could still drink a cup of coffee a day, but I figured like, why not just cut it out completely? And because I don't drink coffee anyway. And yeah, so that's been my reality for the past few weeks here, and it's crazy. I don't love it.
Oh.
With that being said,
let me smell it, man. Oh, wow.
Is it not just pure sugar? You say it's the sour strips.
Sugar-free, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? But then what's the sour strips like? It does just...
You know what? As the guest, you have the first hand. Go for it.
I can have a little taste.
Yeah, have a big taste.
You don't know what I have.
Well,
I have nothing. I have nothing.
I don't care, mate.
Okay. Oh.
I'm for Paisley.
I brought something for you also.
Oh, yeah?
In my bag
can
over
I-
there. If
can
you
I
can,
reach
I don't know if
this
you
for
can
you?
reach it, but I can.
There's your bag. It's a
Take a
heavy
little sip.
fucking bag. It's jacked as fuck.
I brought my laptop and I don't
Oh
know
my
why.
god.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on now.
It's like every, like those Tango Ice Blasts. It's like every flavor of that condensed down into like
oh, now you're
Like a
speaking my
shot.
language.
that's gonna sit with me for
Sounds like Shangri-La.
no.
That is exactly what that tastes
It's
like.
right.
It's like every melted ice blast put together.
That's
God
that.
bless the good people at Ghost. I feel like we are shooting up next to a recovering heroin addict. Like,
It's fine, really. No, the funny thing is, my wife had stopped drinking energy drinks for years and years, and just recently picked it up again.
oh hell yeah, come on.
And so she had the red, white, and blue monster in the house, and I'm looking at it going like, oh man.
I feel so bad. So when I landed in the US on Monday, first thing I did was go to 7-Eleven. Second thing I did was text you a picture of like 10 energy.
And I'm looking at it and going like, oh
Right.
yeah. So someone sent me a case of this, and it's like I'm gonna try these eventually here on the other side of this month of detox. That's the other thing I'm excited about. I don't know if you remember this, but C4. When you first started drinking C4s, it used to make your scalp tingle.
Before
And
they took
then
the
I
good
drink,
stuff out of
before
it?
I drank too much of it. No, they're still the
Oh, is
same.
it still the same? Okay.
But you gain a tolerance to
We're
it.
deadened at this point.
And so I'm thinking, if I take a month off, will the tingle come back?
You simply have to record you doing this.
Yeah.
This has to be a live presentation.
Definitely.
I for sure thought you were announcing that you had your own energy drink, and you do. It's Yahweh. It is the Jesus energy drink. Take him anywhere. 0 calories, 0 sugar.
Yahweh.
Let's see. We like to do the blurb on the back of these energy drink cans, and rarely are they Bible verses.
Oh.
If you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. That was from Roman Reigns 10-9.
Yep.
That's a really high scoring football match. We've got mixed berries, ginseng root extract, vitamin B3, B5, B6, B12, caffeine from green coffee. This is going to taste like shit.
Yeah, that's
Focus on what matters most. The big man.
That's what Jesus would have wanted.
Yeah.
It's also look. Oh fuck. It's also look.
And lo and behold,
Yeah.
for he has turned
He
water.
is forth. He is risen.
It actually doesn't smell terrible off the
Okay.
rip. But I'm not going to take the rip, Alex.
I feel like you're going to kill me by the end
take
of
the
this. It's kind of warm.
You take the Yahweh.
It is also, yes, sorry. It's been in my bag.
It smells quite perfumey.
And maybe a Parma Violet type beer.
Very Parma
Oh,
Violet.
yeah.
That's it. Have you had a Parma Violet? Do you know what that is?
I mean, I've had like violet gum and other stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
like is very.
Parma Violet is like, it's almost pill like consistency.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think we have an equivalent here.
It didn't have as much of a visceral reaction as I did to your
God bless.
sour stripe.
That's just... There's a lot of real dirt energy drinks in this country, and AI Jesus energy drink is really the way, the truth, the life is really down there in my estimations. Very blessed. I didn't even realize that's what it was called. There's so much information on this can.
The can is, I mean, the can is better than the drink inside. It's crazy. You know, like I got it. Someone bought a case of this and shipped it to my PO box. And so I just see, I pick it up and on the outside, I just see it says drink Yahweh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, no, thank you.
Pass that away.
Manufactured for Drink Yahweh LLC in West Jordan, Utah, the home of Yahweh.
Yeah, that's where he is.
So I'd probably give that's probably 2 stars on the VGC ranking. But honestly, that's Ghost sour strips. This is like a 4. I don't think I could drink more than one of these. This is not a daily driver, but man, that's the stuff.
What's the highest you've ranked an energy drink so far?
So right.
Okay, sorry. I feel like I've opened something up here. Yeah, locking in.
The GOAT is Ghost Grape Purple Welch's. That is the absolute undeniable best energy drink on the market right now. However, the Monster Voodoo Grape, which is recently been released, also good, but it has sugar in it, so it's not
friendly.
Has to be a 0 sugar situation. The purple monster that is grape flavored.
Big grape guy.
Yeah, grape flavored things, absolutely. I actually do like grapes as well, but grape flavored things and grapes are two totally different situations.
Yep.
Just like Mortwellin,
just like banana runts and bananas.
Mortwellin. I just said Mortwellin, not watermelon. I'm also drinking during this podcast.
Oh, all right.
So any kind of grape energy drink, I'm all about. Ghost, you can't really get in the UK. My Boss Man shop occasionally has Ghost, but he marks it up. He's at it. He does sell me cans of Monster for £1 a can, which is pretty good. That's pretty decent.
And in this climate, absolutely.
Yeah, you're in London town. It's probably about 17 fucking quid per can.
Yeah, you have to take out a mortgage for just like a case. It's great.
Just smuggle a case back. I mean,
So I don't have checked luggage. I don't, because I have to transfer in London to my Glasgow flight. I'm like, if I got home and my case that only had grape Welch's in it was gone, I would quit this industry.
That would be it. That's the straw.
That would be the end of it for me.
Yeah, valid.
I actually, 30 minutes into this podcast, I have a video game I can talk about that I played today that I only just realised I can talk about. Sonic. You may have heard of him.
Never.
Sonic's not just a hedgehog anymore.
Oh, no.
Sonic Pico Park. It is a little party game situation where you are the 4 Sonic guys. Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and what's the pink one? Amy Rose.
Okay.
Probably.
You're Amy Rose. And your little Sonic heads, and you solve little 2D puzzles. So there will be a gap, and Tails can fly across the gap to press a button that opens a bridge, and the other 4 can. It's almost like WarioWare, like micro puzzles that you're just doing them rapidly. However, the thing that falls apart is there's an incredibly long loading screen between all of these puzzles, so you have time to like pull out your phone and wonder what the fuck you're doing with your life. So
ponder aggressively.
it was like in the new Super Mario Brothers games where they did all that shit where you could like throw people down holes and put them in bubbles and stuff like that. It had a bit of that energy, as in it was funny for about 5 minutes, and then went sideways. I can maybe see kids getting something out of it. But
Sure.
Sonic Pico Park. That's how they're celebrating Sonic's 35th birthday. Happy
Honestly,
birthday, Sonic.
that's about what he deserves. You know.
You a Sonic gal, Alex?
I mean, I liked Sonic Rivals on PSP.
No, there you go.
We're bringing it back around. But that's about it.
Just for context, Andy Robinson, who's too good to be on these podcasts apparently, has been going around asking people if they want a PSP, and he actually he has a bag full of Gashpon PSPs that have been strewn across our guests. However, we've now sold out of them.
Yeah, I think we just got the last one.
I think I had the last one.
Yeah.
Sorry, lads.
Speaking of the last ones, to close out this podcast, Alex,
Hello.
You got the last Summer Game Fest Playdays swag bag.
Did I
in town,
or did you get it and then?
Well,
Yes,
here we go.
yeah, almost spun it out. I actually don't know what's inside this. Here it is.
It's a live unboxing.
It's massive.
Jordan, if we find out that something in this bag is embargoed, here's where you cut it out. But they gave us the bag and didn't say they couldn't show
Had no
anything.
thing.
So
I just dive in?
Just dive in.
That would
Should I
be
dive in
next
blind?
level. An embargoed swag bag would be real.
The first thing I have
First
in
thing is?
my magical Summer Game Fest bag is
AI, I love it.
I love.
This
No,
sequel
this
to
is
that.
AI too.
AI.
Great.
Oh, class.
Yeah,
This
kids
is
are
a
gonna
good
love
one.
it. Yeah.
People didn't like AI, but now they do.
They've
AI
nailed it this
too.
time.
It's
Yeah.
pretty class. An
Yeah.
AI too, huh? Interesting.
AI too. So
I can't imagine what that would stand for. Maybe I could talk about it at some point. But
Maybe.
AI 2, the sequel to AI, sounds like it could be pretty cool.
This-
I love Alan Iverson.
sorry, this I've just caught my eye.
Uh-huh.
Well, it has just caught my eye. I'm a big fan of.
That's actually
Oh.
quite good. They've given you a Gundam
A bit of Gundam to build. So on my flight home, my horrible long flight home, I can sit there
and lose every piece of that.
and just strew it across the cabin,
Yeah.
much to everyone's dismay.
Are you going to be
That's
allowed
fun.
to take little clippers onto the plane to de-Gundam them? Or just use your teeth?
I was
like-
going to gnaw at them. Yeah, that was my plan. Excellent. Okay,
That's cool. I look forward to breaking that as I try to build it.
great. What's this? We've got a cube.
From God of War Laufey? No.
No, Hellraiser Revival. Clive Barker's Hellraiser Revival. I don't know what that is.
okay.
Can you work out what that actually
it's
is?
the cube from Hellraiser.
It's literally. I don't know if it was
Yeah.
like a. It had a.
Or is
use?
it like?
Is there something in it?
Well, if you open it,
You-
I
you
think
send it this way,
Pinhead
though.
comes out and kills
Like,
you.
what
I
do
think
you
is how
got?
that works. But
Crack it open. It's got like a bit of weight to it.
or is it a bunch of Post-it notes?
Oh, do you know what? I reckon it is. It is.
It has a papery feel to it, so yes.
Yes.
It is. It is Clive Barker's Hellraiser Post-it notes.
Lovely. For all those notes I need to make.
Yeah.
Great. Strew that here. Are these okay here?
Yeah, go for it.
Great. And the
A
that
combined
came
value
into
of thousands. If it came with a can of Strong Zero, then we'd be
like suddenly.
Pull that out of the bag. And all right.
We have
the showstopper.
this is I should have saved this for last.
Shout-
They're little trainer socks though.
Yeah.
That's
They were longer socks. Well, I've never actually.
Last year's socks were longer. Yeah.
I've never been able to
Budget
wear.
cuts, man.
Yeah.
I've never been able to wear the SGF socks because they immediately go to my dearly beloved partner. So that's an extra pair of SGF socks for the collection.
Lovely,
and That's
lovely.
all she's getting.
this.
Next
I can't work out what that logo is. Do we know?
Z Cloud, N Cloud. I don't know.
It's my favorite game. It should be. I've only got one hand.
get it,
isn't
Is it for the N++ party game thing?
Oh,
That they...
it's Tenebrae, Somnia, New Blood. Please enjoy this fine jewelry from New Blood's Jewelry. I don't know if we can see that.
Wear that to your next cotillion.
Perhaps.
Very
That's cute.
exciting.
The little design on it's quite cool.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's ornate.
It's something.
I look forward to cleaning my office in about 6 years and going, what the fuck is this?
I'll put it
did I
next to my
get this?
NBA Ballers chain.
Yeah, please do. Ballers.
This looks inflatable.
Well, I mean,
It does. It's got a little tube.
Yeah.
Go on.
Send it.
Have a go.
With it.
Because that. I don't need to embarrass myself on your podcast. Can't work out what it is though.
it can't be opened.
Defeated by packaging.
Fuck.
Ripped. Broken. Destroyed.
Well, so much for that. Valueless.
Is that a... Wait, what is that?
Is that a coffin? What the?
It's like a little life... Like, I feel like I've got to breathe into it if I'm having a panic attack.
The Final Fantasy VII guy shows up in a coffin, doesn't
What is
he?
that?
This is bizarre. This is bizarre beyond belief. I don't even know how one would blow this up. I'm gonna fucking break this.
I mean...
This is something. Sotsu Sunrise. I can't make heads nor tails of this.
Wait,
Leave it-
no, hang on. Is that... It looks like one of the Gundam shields, but I could be wrong.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right.
Okay.
That's the only thing I recognize. Hang on.
This is a Gundam.
Can we
And it's got
self-cross
straps,
reference?
so you
No.
can strap it to your arm.
So you can be the blow-up
you
Gundam.
can-
I guess. Maybe?
That's
Okay.
pretty fucking class. I'm gonna be wearing that on the plane.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Next.
Next, we have something about Stranger Than Heaven.
Oh, a
nice
bag within a
bag.
bag.
And a lovely tote.
You know
Because we
what?
don't have enough of those in
I was
games.
gonna say I was needing a bag. At least this came with this little straw, which could be useful in other
Oh,
ways.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to stamp
Finally.
yourself, just get it over with. Fabulous.
Next
There's
up.
more. There's still more. There's a suspicious box
Any
here. that I want
Tupac
to look at.
albums inside
Yeah,
the
I was
bag?
gonna say it's Tupac in there. A figure art of Tupac.
Oh, you might be. No. There's a lot of random tat with codes on the front back of them, promo codes for Soulframe.
Oh, Soulframe! Shout out the wonderful people at Digital Extremes who have a cafe here. There might be an energy drink review being filmed, being sponsored by Digital Extremes, being recorded on Monday. So look forward to that. We're moving up in the world.
On to stickers.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right on the luggage. More stickers, I think, of Sea of Remnants. Adorable little stickers.
Okay.
Not bad.
It's a
Quite a few
sticker
in there.
situation.
Great.
If you'd like any of this stuff, come to VGC Live and I'll throw it at you.
Girls Make Games. Mm-hmm. Supporter of girls in games.
Nice.
Great. Good.
Are you a supporter of girls and games?
No, fuck 'em. No,
You're,
I'm
you're,
trying.
you're pulling the ladder up. No,
Yeah, exactly.
you're-
I'm like, you ain't following me. No, obviously I am. It's great. And I want to see more women in esports, especially. That would be nice. Because at the moment, I don't have to queue for the toilet whenever I go to an arena. And that's great on one
Yeah,
hand, but
that's
also really sad.
Yeah.
So more in esports, please. Is the hill I will die on.
We're an anti-esports podcast, but so you're really an enemy territory here.
Yeah.
Top 10 esports.
CSGO, Source.
Tetranet.
Tetranet, yep.
Yeah.
Tetris Battle Gaiden.
Yep.
Tetris Effect Connected, Evolved, Double Edition, whatever the one you can play against people is. And OG Fortnite, that's it.
That's it. Top three.
Yeah.
Dive kick.
Dive Kick.
Hang on.
yes.
Hang on now.
Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. It's probably top of the tree for me. Famously, originally called Mortal Kombat 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they were like, oh yeah, we have the fucking DC license. Maybe we put this in the game.
Slap that
Anyway,
on
that's a sidebar and a sidebar. What's
Yeah.
next?
More post notes.
Yes, from Psy Games.
Psy Games.
All right.
Simon Games.
And these
the
are
owner of
these are
Psy
official
Games.
post-it too.
Oh.
So
The
they're
real deal. I'm tired of these bootleg posters.
Yeah.
right. Great. Okay, I'm so actually surprised how much. When you had it in previous years, was there as much stuff in there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's always full.
Yeah.
One year they had a impractically large statue of the little bastard Discord icon guy
Okay.
riding a bike, and that statue was left with a confused note in my hotel because I couldn't get it in my bag. And I was like,
Enjoy.
Take this if you want. Like a retail value of $49.99 apparently.
Wonder where he is now.
Yeah, the bottom of the sea.
That sticker. Mr. Records. Cute.
Little bald guy.
Little bald guy. That's going right on the laptop, that one. Oh my god. Okay, there's more. We've got... I want to say this is more Sea of Remnants. It looks like little pin badges.
A little baggy.
Little adorable. Do you want the little baggie?
Yeah, I can go with my straw.
Yeah, great. You are going to have a party tonight. Grand.
There's just something missing. Anyway.
More Mr. Records looks like a coaster
Okay.
for your energy drink needs.
We don't fucking... If you put an energy drink in a coaster, you are the polis. You are...
I thought you were upmarket, but maybe not.
No, that's podcast. Come on.
Yeah.
We spent... Poor Stephen Vitatello. Yesterday on the podcast, we spent a good 2 minutes doing bits about how the next Stranger in Heaven guy will be fucking Michael Jackson. And he was like, why are we on this? Why am I on this podcast?
I saw a photo, the photo you took that you posted of Steven sitting there, and I was like, oh, poor guy.
Doing Jim Ryan impressions, the whole lot. Hello. Anyway.
I didn't realize they were good impressions.
Yeah, well, spot on.
My Jim Ryan impression is famous. So please continue.
All right, Jim. Next we have more Sea of Remnants. A game I've not played.
See,
I know what this is.
really out here.
Yeah, they went in for the merch budget. Yeah.
That was the boat game, right?
Yeah. Sea.
Oh, okay.
Sea.
Yeah. Boats.
Yeah.
Key part of that.
I vaguely remember
Yeah.
a trailer like that.
Blood Dungeon. Looks like someone made it yesterday.
Wow. That's...
No, and I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of that style. Like kind of very like paint.
Oh, yeah. Walk it back.
I think
Scribbly.
there's a demo out for that. I
Is
think they threw a demo out. That's the new mess off game, right?
They threw a demo out. The sticker was made yesterday.
It's charmed
Blood
me.
Dungeon people were just getting their asses kicked up.
Farted this thing onto the internet, I guess.
Just like our new show.
Blood of the Dawnwalker, little pin that
nice.
looks a bit Game of Thronesy, to be honest.
Last year, for Code Vein 2, they gave everyone a knife, which we could not take on the plane.
Wonderful gift back to lovely UK, I'm sure.
It's like, sorry, mate.
The UK needs more knives.
As a Scotsman.
Yeah.
I have heard that you can't even go to London these days without getting stabbed to ribbons. So
it's just me out there.
I thought I could land in Heathrow with my Code Vein 2 knife and really scare them. But
Nothing to declare.
yeah.
We have a pen and a cleaning cloth. I don't know if they're two are combined or they're separate.
Oh, from our friends at TCL.
A special Call of Duty cleaning cloth.
Call of Duty's here. Wow.
Yeah. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
A new Call of Duty's coming out.
Dun, 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 dun.
The pen is also Aeon 2. Sorry, tiny,
okay.
nondescript. Sorry for the dramatic pause.
I wonder what the charges. I mean, if you want to put stuff in these bags, like how much it costs, and if it's like per item. Did Ion 2 have to pay for the pen? I mean, they have to buy the goods, obviously, but to like in order to get to put them in the bags, I wonder what the fee is.
It's a weird situation where like a lot of the stuff would just be stuff they gave you when you did their demo. So maybe it's a case of them being like, at least if they're not going to do our demo, they have the thing and they can look at it and go, oh yeah, that's that thing. Because I've had a few bits and pieces today that aren't in the bag, so it's like Control Resident, hell of a game. Nice T-shirt you get from Control Resident, not in the bag. So.
Sad I missed out on that one. To be honest, but
Are you not playing it this weekend?
No, I'm not. I'm too busy. I'm here, fleeting visit.
You guys
were all here way earlier than I had. You had a wonderful time with Control, and I did not.
Well, maybe if you're a paymaster to send you over here on Monday, you could have been.
And I'm seeing it tomorrow. I like it. Like I saw you guys already posting gameplay footage from it. I was like, oh well, I guess I might as well not even go.
What's the point? I'll just watch your recaps. Yeah.
Scooped by VGC.
Plectrum.
Nice.
For Don't Fret with a little QR code on the back, so I guess you can find out all about the game. Do you play the guitar?
I actually do play the guitar. Poorly, but yes. Okay, we're really. I've got my plectrum. I've got my bag. I've got my
little baggy, little straw, your little
Get
gals.
me to the fucking rainbow room right now.
Two little double whammy. Turok.
Turok.
Hello.
Turok was in the show. The trailer was.
It was in the Nintendo section as well. I was in there earlier.
Switch 2.
Little Switch 2. They were showing off a bit of Turok on the Switch 2. Lovely.
Shout out to Chris String, who was getting his ass kicked on Reset Era for saying that Switch 2 would have a significant presence here. And then it turned out that
I saw that, and there's
a big building. There's a big Switch 2 building at SGF. So
I saw that, and I saw the headline of Chris String thinks they're gonna. I just sat there at my desk, just going like this. No, it's not. No.
They had really lovely smoothies in their tent there. We'll attest to that.
What did that? Is that embargo? It's just it's third party stuff, right?
It's third party stuff.
Okay.
Maybe if it was on the show, maybe it was there. It's that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But they have a big Switch 2 booth.
Yeah.
It's the first time that they've had any presence here. Yeah. But yeah, I think they're just showing off some third party stuff.
Yeah.
I saw John Vignacchi from Nintendo's third party. He had a gold NES cartridge pin on his lapel, and I was like, that's very nice.
That guy.
He was wearing a Pokemon chain as well.
Pokemon chain.
I was in Japan at Pokepark Kanto with his lovely wife, my good pal, and it was her Pokemon fit was. It put mine to shame, frankly. She was basically dressed as Charizard. I was like, man, she's truly one of the coolest people in the world. Anyway, are we?
The final thing in this bag is a nondescript box.
Yeah.
White. Wonderful corners, tape.
Would you like me to rip it open?
Yes, okay. I am unable to. Pathetic.
So spoilers, I know what's in this.
Oh. So you're not going to have an authentic reaction. What's the point?
I never have an authentic reaction.
Keep it that way.
Go on, dig in.
All right.
Da-na-na-na.
The moment of truth. Is it a big coffee
thank
cup?
You. Is it?
Seems like it would be a big coffee cup.
It's 500 marbles.
It's bubble wrap.
And inside that bubble wrap is...
What a surprise. It's a fat coffee mug.
I'm going to keep on dancing at the fat coffee mug. There's a Remedy logo on the bottom.
Whoa.
It's from the Federal Bureau of Control.
So I didn't play the game, but I can get a lovely, lovely mug.
Yeah.
So I can do my coffee thing.
For not playing Control Resonant, you are a mug, mate. So there you go. You've been done. You're never coming on this podcast again.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You're very welcome. Thank you for coming on. We're going to close off here. Remember, patreon.com/VideoGamesChronicle, SGF 26 for the duration of the show to get 20% off your first month. Hit Insider or above for a game from Kepler. What could the game be? It could be Clear Obscure French game and other games that they put out. Kepler put out a lot of games. Jeff Gerstmann, you're a Patreonsman.
Yes, head over to jeff.zone for more information.
They send you that Carhartt jumper that just says Patreon on it.
No, I got some shirts and I got a backpack and a bunch of other stuff from them at one point. But
I got a huge black Carhartt jumper, and it's a beautiful jumper. However, it just says Patreon on it, and I wear it and I think, what do people think? They must think I just work at Patreon,
right?
Yeah.
And I do. I put in the work at Patreon.
That's right.
We're like the 40,000th most popular Patreon or something like that out of 1 billion.
And that's good work.
Yeah.
You know?
It's good work if you can get it. Jeff.zone for more information.
Yes, head over there. I'm almost done ranking 8-bit Nintendo games. There are only 4 of them left as of this recording. It's like 740 something down.
Mario.
What's that?
So we Italian guy, they made 1 or 2 good games of him recently, but the original ones were pretty pish. You might have heard of Mario Odyssey. That's a really good one.
The Christopher Nolan directed Mario Odyssey.
No, my daughter saw the movie. She seemed to like it.
I don't watch it. I hate films, so I've not seen that. No. Although there was a long conversation on this podcast about whether or not it was better than Schindler's List. And that went on for longer than any news story that week. And it really made you wonder, have we went too far? Alex, promote yourself.
Hi, I'm Alex. I just choked on my own name. I'm Alex.
One drink of Yahweh and she's fucking
It's
gone.
killed me a little bit. I'm Alex. You can find me on The Respawn. We're on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. We're building out more content. We do news, reviews, everything. I'm on there making a mug of myself on the daily. So...
Have you ever thought about doing video that's like this way instead of up and down? Big screens are that way.
Yeah.
So when you do the up and down stuff, it's like right in the middle.
Nobody's like watching me on the big screen though, are they? They're watching me on their tiny little phones and they're making fun of me in the comments, and that's exactly how I want it.
I'm kind of tempted to upload this entire episode in vertical, but just have it like us on the wall at that point. But thank you very much for watching and listening. We will be back tomorrow with more Deviants. Until next time, say goodbye, Alex.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye, Jeff.
Goodbye, Jeff.
And we'll see you later.